Hey, Silver and Black Nation, buckle up because this could change everything for our Las Vegas Raiders. Stop what you're doing right now. Seriously, put down that coffee, pause that game, whatever it is, because a massive decision might be brewing behind the scenes in Raiderland. We're talking about a move that could light a fire under our team and finally fix that ground game we've been begging for. Picture this. The NFL free agency buzz is heating up, and whispers are flying about one of the league's most explosive running backs possibly landing with the Raiders. This isn't just some random rumor. This is the kind of news that's got insiders talking and fans like us losing our minds. Could Coach Pete Carroll have a trick up his sleeve to shake up our roster and get us back to that smash-mouth Raiders football we crave? Here's the teaser that's got me hyped. J.K. Dobbins, the former Charger star who torched us last season, might be on our radar. But before we dive into the juicy details, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you're locked in for every Raiders update. Let's get into it. What's cooking for our Las Vegas Raiders, and how could this change our 2025 season? All right, Raiders faithful, let's set the stage. Our running game has been a sore spot for way too long. In 2024, the Las Vegas Raiders had the worst rushing attack in the NFL, dead last in total yards, scraping the bottom in yards per attempt, and barely making a dent with just a handful of touchdowns. It's been painful to watch, hasn't it? We're supposed to be the tough, gritty Raiders, but our ground game has been more like a paper tiger. Enter Pete Carroll, our new head honcho, who's made it crystal clear. Fixing this mess is priority number one. The man's got a Super Bowl ring and a reputation for building winning teams. So when he says he's got a plan, I'm all ears. The Raiders have options. Do we swing big in the draft for a shiny new toy like Boise State's Ashton Janney? Or do we snag a proven vet who can hit the ground running literally? That's where this J.K. Dobbins rumor comes in, and oh man, it's got my heart racing. Imagine a guy who's already shown he can shred defenses, especially ours, wearing the silver and black. What do you think, Raiders fans? Are we ready to see our backfield get a serious upgrade? Stick with me, because this story is just getting started. Let's talk about J.K. Dobbins for a sec. He's no stranger to us Raiders fans, and not in a good way. Rewind to week 1 of 2024. Dobbins, in a Chargers uniform, ran wild against us at SoFi Stadium. 10 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown that left our defense grasping at air. I was screaming at my TV, half in awe, half in agony, because that's the kind of talent we've been missing in Vegas. The dude's got to resume that pops. In 2024, he racked up 905 rushing yards on 195 carries, punched in 9 touchdowns, and averaged a nasty 4.6 yard per carry, all in just 13 games. That's the kind of explosiveness that could turn our anemic run game into a full-on weapon. Sure, he's had some injury hiccups, missing 4 games last year with knee issue, but at 26 years old, he's still got plenty of gas in the tank. Now imagine this. Pete Carroll, with his knack for revitalizing offenses, brings Dobbins into the fold. Could he be the missing piece to get our Las Vegas Raiders rolling downhill like a runaway truck? I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Tell me in the comments if you're feeling this vibe too. So why is this Dobbins talk catching fire right now? Well, free agency is in full swing as of March 14th, 2025, and the Raiders are sitting pretty with the second most cap space in the NFL. We got the cash to make a splash. And after trading for Geno Smith to lock down our QB spot, the focus is shifting hard to that backfield. The rumor mill's churning, and Fox Sports' Greg Allman's been dropping hints that Dobbins could be Vegas-bound. CBS Sports' Pete Prisco ranked him as the 64th best free agent out there, calling him explosive when healthy, and that's the key phrase, right? When he's on, he's a game changer, averaging over 3 yards after contact and forcing 37 missed tackles last season. That's the kind of grit we need in the silver and black. A guy who can bulldoze through defenders and keep the chains moving. But here's the suspense. Will the Raiders pull the trigger, or is this just hot air? With Pete Carroll calling the shots, I'm betting he's got something cooking. What's your gut telling you, Raiders Nation? Are we about to land a stud, or should we hold our breath? Let's keep digging. Let's break this down like a game plan. Fam, signing J.K. Dobbins could be a masterstroke for our draft strategy. We're sitting at the number 6 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, and everyone's buzzing about Ashton Janney. the Boise State superstar who's got Heisman buzz and jaw-dropping highlights. He's a fan favorite, and mock drafts have him landing in Vegas. But what if we don't have to spend that high pick on a running back? If we snag Dobbins in free agency, projected at a sweet 2-year, $8 million deal by Spotrac, we could use that 6th pick to shore up our offensive line or grab a lockdown corner. Then we could still draft a rookie RB later, someone like Amarian Hampton, and build a nasty 2-back system. It's like getting the best of both worlds. A vet who knows the ropes and a young gun with fresh legs. Think about it. Dobbins tearing it up as our lead back, with a rookie spelling him and learning the ropes. Doesn't that sound like a Raiders backfield we could brag about? Drop your thoughts below. Are we building a dynasty here, or what? Now, let's rewind to that Chargers game again because it's burned into my brain. Dobbins didn't just run over us. He danced around Divine Deeblo and company, breaking free for a 61-yard touchdown that had me throwing my remote in frustration. That's the kind of playmaking we've been starving for since Josh Jacobs left town. Letting Jacobs walk was a gut punch, and our run game's been limping ever since. But here's the twist. Dobbins has a knack for shining against us. His 2 best games of 2024 were Raider matchups. In the rematch at Allegiant Stadium, he still gouged us for solid yardage, even with a tighter leash. That a guy who knows how to exploit our weaknesses. Wouldn't it be poetic to flip the script and have him do that for us instead? I'm picturing him in silver and black, breaking tackles and turning 3rd and short into first downs. Can you see it too, Raiders fans? Are we ready to turn our tormentor into our hero? Hit me with your takes. This is getting good. Okay, let's talk risks, because I know some of you are raising an eyebrow. Dobbins' injury history is the big elephant in the room. He's had an ACL tear, a sprained MCL, and missed time every season since his rookie year. Last year, that knee kept him out for 4 games, and yeah, that's a red flag. We don't want to bet the farm on a guy who might break down midseason, right? But here's the flip side. When he's healthy, he's a beast. 905 yards in 13 games isn't a fluke. Plus, at 26, he's young enough to bounce back. And Pete Carroll's got a track record of managing injury-prone stars. Look at Marshawn Lynch in Seattle. Carroll turned beast mode into a legend despite the wear and tear. Could Dobbins be our next big gamble that pays off? It's a tightrope walk, no doubt. Do we roll the dice on a vet with baggage? Or play it safe with a draft pick? I'm torn, fam. What's your call? Drop it in the comments, because this debate's heating up. Let's zoom out for a sec. Our Raiders are in rebuild mode, but we're not starting from scratch. Geno Smith's trade signals. We're ready to win now, not just tinker for the future. Pairing him with a legit running threat like Dobbins could make our offense unpredictable. Defenses would have to respect the pass and the run. How long's it been since we could say that? The 2025 free agency pool still got some names floating around. Nick Chubb, Raheem Mostert. But Dobbins feels like the perfect fit. He's got that burst, that edge, and a chip on his shoulder after reviving his career in LA Spotrac's $8 million projection. Is a steal for a guy who could give us 900-plus yards and keep Geno upright by controlling the clock. Imagine this. 4th quarter, game on the line, and Dobbins rips off a 20-yard run to seal it. Chills, right? Are we ready to see that at Allegiant Stadium, Raider Nation? Tell me how pumped you'd be for that. Here's where it gets spicy. Some insiders think Dobbins might not even be the only move we're eyeing. Sporting News reported we just signed Raheem Mostert, the ex-Dolphin speedster, to bolster the backfield. If that's true, and it's fresh as of March 13, 2025, it's a wild twist. Mostert's 32, but he's still got wheels, and pairing him with Dobbins could create a thunder and lightning duo. But hold up, could we really land both? Mostert's a done deal per some reports, which might mean Dobbins is a backup plan, or maybe we're stacking talent like it's Madden. The Raiders are the league's worst rush attack last year, 32nd in yards, 28th in TDs. So maybe Pete Carroll's going all in to fix it. 2 vets plus a draft pick? That's a backfield I'd watch every Sunday. What's your take, fam? Are we overloading the RB room? Or is this the genius move we've been waiting for? Hit the comments. I need to hear from you. Let's paint a picture. It's week 1, 2025, and the Raiders are hosting the Chargers at Allegiant. Geno drops back, fakes a handoff to Dobbins. Then it's Devontae Adams deep, Touchdown. Next drive. Dobbins takes it himself, juking 2 defenders for a 30-yard scamper. The crowd's roaring, the pirate ships blasting cannons. It's pure Raiders chaos, and we're loving every second. That's the dream, right? Dobbins could be the spark to ignite this offense, giving Geno time to cook and keeping defenses honest. With Max Crosby wrecking QBs up front, a balanced attack could make us legit playoff contenders. It's been too long since we've tasted that Raider Nation. Don't you feel it coming? But will it happen? The suspense is killing me. Are you buying this hype, or am I dreaming too big? Let's talk out below. I'm dying to know what you think. All right, let's get nerdy with some stats, because I know you hardcore fans love the numbers. Dobbins forced 37 missed tackles in 2024, 22nd in the league, and had 27 runs of 10-plus yards, ranking 11th. That's big play potential we haven't had since Jacobs was bulldozing fools. Plus, his 47 first downs show he's a chain mover, not just a highlight reel. Compare that to our 2024 backfield. Zamir White led us with a measly 397 yards, and our whole team averaged a pitiful 3.8 yards per carry. Dobbins' 4.6 would have been a godsend, and his 9 TDs would have doubled our output. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a statistical upgrade that could flip the script on our season. So what's stopping us? Cap space? Nope, we've got plenty. Injuries? Maybe, but the reward's worth the risk. Are you sold on these digits? Raiders fans? Crunch the numbers with me in the comments. Let's flip the script. What if we don't sign Dobbins? Say we pass and go all in on the draft instead. Ashton Janney's a stud. 5 feet 10 inches, 48 college TDs, and moves like a video game character. Sporting News says he's a consensus number 1 RB in 2025, and mocks have him falling to us at 6. That's tempting, right? A young, durable back we could build around for years. But here's the catch. Rookies take time to adjust, and with Geno in win-now mode, do we have that luxury? Dobbins gives us instant impact. Proven production, not potential. Plus, the 2025 RB free agent class is thin after him. Chubb's banged up, Mostert's older, so missing out could leave us scrambling. It's a fork in the road. Fam, veteran firepower now, or a long-term bet. Which path gets your blood pumping? Lay it out for me. I'm all ears. We're nearing the end game here, and the clock's ticking on free agency. As of today, March 14th, 2025, Dobbins is still out there and signed, and the Raiders are in prime position to pounce. Pete Carroll's already kept Adam Butler on the D-line and traded for Geno. Moves that scream, we're building something now. Adding Dobbins feels like the next domino to fall. But the NFL is a wild ride. Another team could swoop in, or we could pivot to a surprise name. That's the beauty of Raiders football, right? Keeps us on our toes. I'm refreshing Raiders news and Las Vegas Raiders sites like a maniac, waiting for that breaking alert. Dobbins signs with Vegas. Can you feel the tension building? What's your prediction, Raider Nation? Does he land with us, or are we chasing a ghost? Drop your hot takes below. I'm glued to this story. Let's wrap this up with a vision. Fam, J.K. Dobbins in silver and black, breaking away for a 40-yard TD at Allegiant. The crowd losing its mind, and us finally having a run game that strikes fear into the AFC West. It's not just about yards. It's about identity. The Raiders are supposed to be relentless, punishing, and downright nasty. Dobbins could bring that back. This rumor's got me buzzing, and I hope it's got you fired up too. Whether we sign him or not, one thing's clear. Pete Carroll's not messing around, and our Las Vegas Raiders are on the cusp of something big. So, what do you say, ready to see our ground attack rise from the ashes? Here's the deal. Like this video, subscribe for every Raiders update, and share it with your crew. Let's keep this convo rocking in the comments. I want your wildest dreams for the silver and black. Until next time, Raider Nation, stay loud and proud. All right, Raiders Nation, I've got one last curveball before we sign off. What if Dobbins and Mostert are just a start? Picture this. We pair them with a late-round rookie, creating a three-headed monster in the backfield. Depth, experience, speed, everything we've lacked since the Gruden days. Could 2025 be the year we finally dominate on the ground again? The buzz around Las Vegas Raiders news is electric right now, and I'm living for it. Every signing, every rumor. It's like Christmas morning for us fans. So, tell me, if we land Dobbins, how many yards do you think he's punching in next season? 1,000? More? Lay your bets in the comments. That's it for now, but I'll be back with the latest as soon as it drops. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this with every Raiders diehard you know. We're building something special here. Let's ride this wave together, silver and black style.